freedom for all.
Radio for all.
You are now live with the Humble Prince on Sahara FM Radio. Yeah.
Yep, live with the Humble Prince, Sahara FM Radio. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, tonight's show is brought to you by the African Entertainment Awards USA. Please go to their website, www.africanaward.com for tickets and more information. That show is going to be taking place October 31st. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. So right now, we have the callback segment, and we're joined by a very special guest who is the Professor of Political Science, African and Women's Studies, Leonard and Claire Toe, Professor 2015 and 2016 at the Brooklyn College, CUNY. Please let's welcome to Live with Humble Prince, the beautiful, elegant Professor Mojubaolu Olufunke Okome.
Yes,
So much,
welcome.
yes, who's definitely a friend to the house, no stranger. She's been on Sahara TV many of times, and welcome to Live with Humble Prince.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and meet my guest co-host.
Hi, welcome.
Shirley.
Nice to have you.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, I wish I could say that you were here for a better,
Right.
under different circumstances. I don't want to say milestone because milestone kind of has like a different connotation because we're not here to really celebrate. Honestly, it's just unfortunate. So I know tomorrow will mark the 500th day that the Chibok girls have been kidnapped and they haven't been found. You know, the previous government promised to find them. They haven't, and the new government said we don't know what's going on. And it's just unfortunate. But guys, sorry, like I said, this is a callback segment. We'd like to hear from you. The number to call is 917-284-9811. Guys, if we could put that number on the screen, please, that'd be fantastic. So, Professor, please, I'll let you have the floor. Can you just tell us a little bit about, what's going on? I know you guys have some events surrounding the day and everything, so please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'd rather be here to celebrate
I know.
the rescue of
I wish.
our Chibok girls and even the end of Boko Haram's
Insurgency, yeah.
insurgency in Nigeria. But unfortunately, it's one day to day 500 of the Chibok girls being captives of Boko Haram. And originally, from the reports of the past administration, 219 of the girls who were captured originally are still in Boko Haram captivity. There's been a lot of dreadful reports about what has happened to them. Sexual battery, all kinds of trauma. And so tomorrow we want to remind the world that these girls are still in captivity. And together with them, there are still other Nigerians. So we are using them as a touchstone to say to the Nigerian government primarily that it's responsible for rescuing them. And then to the world that it has to help. And a lot of promises have been made. I think we are appreciative that those promises have been made, but we want to see the action and the demonstration, and producing these girls so that they can be reunited with their families. 17 parents have died since the girls have been abducted by Boko Haram. Many parents are sick, and the parents also had to go through the torture of not being believed because of a lot of the misinformation that was spread.
Right.
So tomorrow,
I was going to touch on that, but thank you for bringing
at
that
12
up.
noon, we want to gather at the chapel at UN Church House, which is on 1st Avenue and 44th Street, to have an interfaith service to tell the world that we care about these children. We want their rescue, and we are standing in solidarity with the parents who are heartbroken and almost in despair. So what we are asking is that everybody, all people of good conscience, should join us. Wear red tomorrow if you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Say a prayer remember the girls. And our friends from Nigeria, members of the Bring Back Our Girls group, are doing a hackathon. You can join that. There's a lot of social media work that you could do to show solidarity, even if you can't be there at Tillman Chapel in UN Church Center, First Avenue and 44th Street. After this service, we are going to have a silent procession to Nigeria House, and then we'll have a rally there until 2 p.m.
Right. Thank you very much. Like I said, it's a sad event, and like I said earlier, I really wish we were celebrating the rescue of the girls rather than them still being captive. But I wanted to ask you this, and it's kind of I noticed I think that's why you're wearing red. Yeah. Everybody could wear red tomorrow. So what? It's really even tough to me to just honestly talk about it. Like, what is our government doing? It's like, is there any hope that these girls are going to be found? I mean, let's be realistic here. I'm sorry I had to ask that question, but it's too long.
Yeah, it's too long.
And
but
what are they
I
doing?
think hope is a strategy that one must have as a human being, because when things seem impossible, nobody can take your hope away from you, and that hope does generate results. That's one thing. So I like to be optimistic, and I don't think that there's any reason to give up hope.
Amen.
It's free, and it helps to lighten the burden, and it's also I am a person of faith. I'm a Christian. Amen. I believe in God. So when all human efforts fail, you have to resort to God, and your hope connects with that belief in God.
Right. So
apart from this, I was in Nigeria for 3 months. Part of what I did was to join the Bring Back Our Girls groups in Nigeria. We went to visit, to meet with the president of Nigeria, the current President Muhammadu Buhari. And we made our demands.
Right,
of course,
I saw that.
Giving priority to the issue of the girls, and then talking about the insurgency and the destructiveness of it, and also talking about the devastated communities and the IDPs, and we also talked about the need to address the causes, the fundamental causes that make Boko Haram an attractive option to some of the youth.
Right.
And I was impressed because President Buhari took notes by himself, and he responded to every point that we made.
Good.
In a very clear and with the parents. Some of the parents also came.
Right. So
in a compassionate way, he promised that he would do everything in his power to rescue the girls, to end the insurgency. But clearly, after this long time, first of all, the work that has to be done with reorganizing the armed forces and their response. And I think we see some of that being done now. And I would imagine that they're trying to gather intelligence and to, find where the girls are. So for me, the same demands that we made of the Goodluck Jonathan administration is what we are making of the Buhari administration. That there's no choice about it.
Right.
It must rescue the girls.
Thank you very much. So, and I'm glad that you guys are keeping the matter on the forefront. Big shout out to Buki Shonibare. Religiously, this lady every day posts a picture every day, reminding us how many days it's been. Sure, I want to ask another question. Sure, I know you have some questions you want to ask. So please go ahead.
I did want to touch on the red. I think that is very important for people to know why they should wear red. I know red and white is symbolic to the whole movement. If you can just tell them a little bit of why they should wear red.
Okay.
Well, we see the red as a symbol of the blood that has been shared.
The danger.
And also to say that we are alert, we are concerned. And when you wear it, it draws more attention than many other colors.
Okay.
So we are mobilized and our mobilization is that, if people have lost, this many children have been lost, and we have this devastation in our country, we shouldn't, even if our lives are going well,
Right.
we should not fail. We should not do politics as usual, life as usual, partying and acting as if everything is all right.
Right.
So the red is in solidarity.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody,
Thanks for sharing
we should be
that.
wearing red
Absolutely.
tomorrow, everybody.
Wear
Let's make
red,
sure we wear
yes.
red. Professor, thank you so much. I wanted to ask you another question. Why do you think that, because at one point there was a huge frenzy. I mean, you had people like Michelle Obama, even Puff Daddy, Alicia Keys.
Yep.
I know Alicia Keys.
She came to
rally with you guys and everything. But why do you think all that has kind of just dwindled and died down? Basically, the only people I heard talking about it is Bookie on social media, and why do you think the girls haven't been found?
There are actually many more people that are concerned about this that don't really come on social media.
Well,
as
not even
much.
not even social media, but I don't even hear it in the news anymore. I don't hear it in.
We live in a world where it seems to me as though we have a short attention
span. Definitely.
Yeah.
So things follow the news cycle.
Okay.
And I think if something is not in the major media,
right,
and it's not hot, attention dissipates. And then it's a dreadful world also,
right,
because there's so many catastrophes that happen.
Right.
I also think there's a sense in which people get burnt out because they see that nothing has changed.
Right.
And that's why it's important to have respect for the people who have never, given up.
Oh yeah.
Who have always been up there. So Bookie, they bring back our girls
Big shout out to Bookie,
activists
man. Yeah.
in Nigeria. In Abuja, they have a sit out every day.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
In Lagos, they have every weekend.
Okay.
And there are people who are working to attend to the needs of the families that have lost these children. Who are still waiting for their children to be rescued.
Right.
Some of whom are really very poor. There are people who are working with some of the girls that have been rescued. There are 57 of them. So I think we should appreciate those people for their steadfastness.
Definitely.
But most of the time, many people, I see people as fickle. And, so people want to move on. And then it's something that weighs very heavily on you.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a sense in which people just want to not be bearing that heavy weight.
I know. So, and that's why, that first question was really, really tough for me to ask. I almost didn't want to ask it, but you know what? I like the fact that you say, we need to maintain hope. We need to remain steadfast and, letting our government know that, we're not going to back down until these girls are found. Because
all of them.
Yes. Yeah. And I like what you said. You met with some of the families and everything. That dispels any rumors or any doubts because some people don't even believe it happened.
How can you not believe it happened?
No, I'm serious. Some people still think it's a hoax.
Right.
It's real, yo.
Yeah.
It's real, guys. Come on.
There's
Professor,
an extent to which the last administration also contributed to the misinformation that happened.
Right.
And I think people don't want to believe that number of girls could have been, abducted all at once. Mm-hmm. But it did happen.
It did happen.
These parents are in pain. It's even more painful for your child to be lost and for people to be doubtful that it happened. Right. The past administration also appointed a commission of inquiry, and they have documentation of what happened.
Yeah, even Amnesty International.
Amnesty International has done reports.
Yep.
Human Rights Watch has done reports. A lot of news media reports have been done.
Right.
And so it's absurd for anybody to believe that the girls were not abducted.
Exactly.
What the productive thing to do is to keep hope alive,
yes,
to keep calling on the government of Nigeria and other governments in the world to help them to rescue the girls. And really, ultimately, it's the job of the government of Nigeria, because the security and safety and welfare of Nigerian people must be guaranteed by the Nigerian government. That's the purpose of the state.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. I mean, we could talk about this forever, but please, Professor, I don't know, before you go, any last words you just want to mention or say?
I would hope that everybody in the New York City metropolitan area would want to come and join us tomorrow.
Definitely.
At Tillman Chapel. In UN Church Center, 1st Avenue and 44th Street at noon.
Yeah, social media, please. Let's get that on our Sahara Facebook page so we can get that information out there. I'll definitely share the information. I see that you've been sharing the information as well. Shirley, looks like you want to say something? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So, I hope let's keep hope alive, guys. And I hope these girls will be found safe and sound. It's unimaginable to think what those girls are even going through right now at the hands of some stupid thug. I just want to see the whole of Boko Haram wiped out. Yeah. Yep. Don't let me have to get on the case, man. You can see I'm wearing my fatigues already. I'm ready.
Okay. I hope please go to Nigeria.
Thank you. Please, let's give Professor a round of applause. Professor, thank you so much. You're welcome back anytime, and we wish you continued success in all that you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you so much for what you're doing. You guys inspire us, and I say, Bookie, once again, big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. You guys really, really inspire us. Thank you so much. Yeah, fantastic. So, guys, we're going to take a break right now. When we come back, we'll have the relationship segment. I'm going to be joined by Voke and, of course, my guest co-host, Shirley. Live with the Humble Prince. We'll be right back. Thank you very much.